gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance Being Sports Podcast, which you got hosting most of my plan, Kang E.C.G and Mills.
Yes, sir. 718-832 New York City, Houston, H-Town.
And the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly, man. 716. What up?
And so let's get into the NFL as it is right now. My Packers, they tried to get it done, but the Lions are just too strong, baby. They too strong. That was a good game. I feel like Jordan Love did what he's supposed to do, but he kind of made some mistakes. Then again, he's still young. I think he's gonna do his thing. But shouts out to Jared Goff because I'm telling you, man, I don't know what's in the water up there or what's with the coaching, but he's not doing nothing spectacular. He's just not throwing away the game, and it's like the Lions are playing as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like they have so many injuries, dude. Like, hold on here. Let me look at the injury report real quick. Tyler Decker, knee. Levi, I can't even pronounce that last time. I ain't even gonna try. Hamstring. That's the DL. Josh Pascal, knee. DJ Reader, shoulder. Colton Davis, knee. Emmanuel Mosley, hamstring. Like it is, they're littered with injuries, and they're still getting it done by the hairs on their chinny chin chin, almost like the Chiefs. But you know, uh, Love now. I can only hope that these guys. Well, they're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't know what kind of noise they're gonna make. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Did you guys get a chance to check that game out?
Yeah,
You on that? Okay.
yeah. I did, man. That was a good game, man. I think for me, I mean, I got the biggest, most obvious takeaway was friggin' Dan Campbell is a savage. Like Dan Campbell is a savage, bro. For him to make the call he made with the game on the line, when we seen in the past, kind of, I mean, and not work out for him to still had the stones to do what he did, it's like, yo, some people they just got it in them, man. I think the Lions is. I don't want to go too far, but I think this the Lions' year, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like I think they got what it takes, man. And I always like Jordan Love. Just to throw that in, I like Jordan Love's game, man.
He's good.
Yeah, he is, man, and he fits the Green Bay Packers mold of quarterbacks. Like just to be like a gunslinger, man. Like I don't know, man. I think the Packers they got a bright future, but man, the Lions, man, I strongly feel like it's their time, yo.
Not to cut Mills off, but let me ask both you guys a question on this one. Do you think if Jordan Love wins the Super Bowl, that'd be 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks that the Packers had over this span of what, 3 decades?
No, definitely. I mean, and to answer your question, I think to me the Packers organization figure out ways to they do it the right way. I say within their quarterbacks, young quarterback, he learns underneath a system. The type of coaches that they receive, they wind up getting talent, and then they just find ways to win every now and then. But just going off the Lions game, yeah, I know we're gonna get into the segment, but I just love, yeah, I just went blank. I just love the head coach of the Lions, man, Dan Campbell. Like Dan Campbell definitely is just one of those guys. Like he sets a precedent. Since he's been there, they went 0-16, and he said like, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna fight. We're gonna crawl. We're gonna be dogs. Like it's only the beginning." And he's literally stepped up to the plate as being a former player into the NFL, and literally everything that he is, he's putting out in the forefront. And you guys spoke about the injuries. They literally on defense literally lost damn near their whole starting 11
Yeah.
and still finding ways to battle every weekend. Been no break. Testament to again Eric Glenn. But like I said, I'm gonna hold down that next segment and what more of Campbell and his whole coaching staff, man. Like they got it. They got it.
Right now, this goes to what you were saying a couple pods ago, right, Mills? Coaching matters so much in certain sports, especially football. They are taking on their coach's energy, his aura.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're seeing that he's willing to fight for them, so they're gonna fight for him. So I mean, and like I said, Jared Goff, man, almost like Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? Like they're having great resurgence within the NFL, where people have to look at them more than just saying, "Oh yeah, well he's just the quarterback of this team." You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, you can't discredit it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like teams gonna have injuries all season long, and sometimes as fans or even the casual fans, they always say, "Well, they don't have this player, they don't have that player," but at the same time, it's all about the system. It's all about X's and O's. It's all about breaking down certain situations and capitalizing on it. If you're not prepared, the game of football is like a weekly situation. If you're not prepared for the whole week, you're never gonna win that game on Sunday and execute. So big
Big
testament to the Lions organization and their coaching staff.
right. My Ravens now, man. Oh man. First, I want to say this, yo, Saquon, salute, man. You making the people of New York so upset that they got rid of you that they got rid of Jones. DJ got kicked out the building quick. They said we made the wrong choice. The defense of my Ravens has to be like yet again. Aside from Barkley, they had me really upset because I don't know what's gonna happen in the playoffs. Like we play, let's say Texas get in magically. Texas is gonna break down the back of my defense like that. Pause. You know what I mean? Break them down like that. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And the Lamar Henry duo is great, but they gotta find a way to let the chains off for Henry. Like really let him off. He's no longer a 3 down back anymore for us. He's got to be 4. I don't
Yeah,
care.
not four.
Pardon me.
I said not four. Four down, you try to kill Doug Harry? Goddamn.
No, he got to be 4. When we get to the playoffs, 4 down back. We want that ring, man. We gotta get a 4. He's got to be a 4 down back. He has to like me. You were talking about it in the chat, right? I'm like, yo, sometimes the play action works, but get 2 runs off, run a play action. I don't care how predictable it is. I'm not trying to play Madden, but they're gonna have to tighten up. They put all those people in the box, fake it in the gut, and you don't need to have a long bomb, man. You got Zay Flowers and them dudes, likely just drop it off 5 yards and let them do the work. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal opinion. What did you guys take from that game?
Eagles is
Uh,
for real.
okay, so
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway. I've been just apprehensive on the Eagles. Just maybe I'm being a hater. That could possibly be it too. But I think the Eagles are for real now. Like I think Jalen Hurts isn't playing the best, but I just know that they kind of got all the pieces to get it done,
Yeah,
and they just making it happen, man. Like I think the Ravens still good, but I don't. Their defense, with their defense, they're not gonna do. They're not gonna make too much noise in the playoffs. Though I'm rooting for Lamar, that's my guy. But I think the Eagles, man, Eagles are serious contenders, man. Like I think them and the Lions gonna battle it out in the NFC. But yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a believer, and I think I really want Saquon to win MVP, man. I do, man. Even at first I was hating because I mean he kind of went to the rivals on us, did his filthy. But dog, man, he's shown what he could have been doing if he had like a legit squad around him, and he's showing up in a big way, man. So I hope he break 2,000, get MVP, all of that, man.
yeah. You know what? I hate to break it to you, Slide. He didn't do y'all dirty. Your, your organization did him dirty. They didn't even give him
Yeah,
a.
that's true. That's true. I mean, listen, he could have went to Houston. Like he could have went to Houston. That was my main beef. Houston wanted him too.
Hey,
He
listen,
wanted
it's the same
he
beef I got
wanted
with
to
LeBron James, right? He didn't have to go to Miami. He could have went anywhere
where
else. He could have went anywhere else, right? But he chose Miami.
I feel like Saquon wanted to stay in the division to punish us, man.
Yeah, straight.
He
You don't want
wanted
to
to stay
pay?
in the division. Like, yo, dog, go to Houston, man. Damn. But
Man.
yeah,
You
he
got a
doing
whole
his
tell
thing,
me.
man.
You guys is a
I,
pack.
I respect it though, man. I respect the Giants. How they treated him like he wasn't the top player at his position in the league. Like they disrespect it, man. So
But the thing
hey,
is,
salute to
I understand through the injuries why they might have had that. You know what I'm saying. But the fact that he's with the Eagles, he's with a squad. He doesn't have to carry everything. So that's another reason
exactly.
why I think he's looking so good is that he's with a
Mm-hmm.
squad. Like they're not depending on Saquon.
Yep.
Saquon is a luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But
Well, I'll sit here and say that Saquon is my MVP thus far this season, and he's going to end the season as my MVP. I don't know where the MVP of the NFL became a quarterback award, but oh well, whatever. But yeah, standpoint of I don't really want to talk about the Giants losing people because my Yankees just lost Soto to the Mets, so I'm not feeling too well. But that's another. But yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, when you got generational talent in your locker room, you find ways to keep generational talent. That's as an organization, you find ways, especially if a guy want to stay. If he's asking for the money, he deserves all the money. He changes your locker room. Like I've been saying it time and time again, Saquon Barkley is the guy who's just literally been the Giants' offense, and he still is the Eagles' offense. I don't know if anybody's noticing. Everybody keep talking about the fact that you know, Hurts is getting all the rushing touchdowns, but that's their offense. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 yard, they're gonna go with the tush push. But
yeah,
at the same time, who's carrying them down the field? Saquon.
Imagine if
So
Saquon was getting those though. Like he probably be running away with the MVP. Like that's another. You add like what 4 or 5 touchdowns to his stats. Like
yeah,
it'll look
but that see that's the
it'll be
thing, right?
crazy.
And that's where the Giants fell victim of. The Giants fell victim of the statistics, the accolades, or not even just the accolades, just the number system. That doesn't mean anything when it comes to sports. We got to realize sports is a momentum. Um, it's life. So it's more of just a feel, an energy form. Like we can't look at the numbers and think that it's telling the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it.
only part of it.
Saquon was hurt, but Saquon was hurt because he was carrying you. He was literally playing like a hero.
Yeah,
So that standpoint of saying like, yeah, he got hurt because he was trying to do the extraness, the hero ball. So like he did that for your organization, and teams need to start realizing that. Tennessee needs to realize that. The Giants need to realize that. The Yankees need to realize that. Like, oh man, I'm gonna just be here all day.
so
But yeah,
listen,
that's
man.
all I gotta
Listen,
say.
if you want to get it off your chest, man, we'll give you 5 minutes. Go ahead and get it off your chest, Playboy.
Well, I'm gonna end it like this. I was a little emotional last night, but again, when you have generational talent on your organization, I don't care how much money they ask for, you keep them because at the end of the day, those guys gravitate towards the guys that you're gonna sign in the locker room. Those guys get the best out of the guys you have in the locker room. So you might not have the talent that you want to have and the money that you can afford for the talent that you got out there in the free agency, but you bring those guys back in because a guy like Soto on the Mets literally brings that team to like they might be NL East champions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Against the Phillies, against the Braves, like you gotta
yeah.
find ways to sign these guys. Don't let them walk out your locker room. It's just bottom line.